Hindi ito ang first time kong magbukas ng international broker account. OG viewers would know na may eToro account na ako noon, pero klinos ko po yan nung sinabi ng SEC na they don't recognize eToro's presence in the Philippines. So bago pa ako mahirapan, winidraw ko na kaagad. Isa lang yan sa mga tips na i-share ko in this video, which is to find a reliable copy trading platform. In order to share the other tips, let's take a step back and review. Ano nga ba ang copy trading? Copy trading is a kind of social trading strategy where you don't have to make the decisions when to buy and when to sell. Let's keep it simple. Sa stock market, the golden rule is buy low, sell high. If you do this, may small profits ka. And do this enough times, and the small profits accumulate. In copy trading naman, you remove two major decisions, when to buy and when to sell. Pero kikita ka pa rin. That's the simplest explanation. In short, nakikibakas ka lang sa ibang traders.
Ay, wag sumasapaw!
Copy trading was not my main strategy in eToro. Dahil ang tanda ko is bumili lang ako ng Apple stock and a few other stocks, then held it for a few years until yun nga, SEC entered the picture. This is because hindi na po ako interested tumutok sa screen para mabantayan o tutukan yung mga investments ko and positions ko. And lalong hindi ako interested in figuring out day trading. This is actually what makes copy trading so popular in other countries. Para sa akin, it takes the benefits of day trading, some of the benefits of long-term investing, and puts them together. Let me explain. Okay, copy trading works by looking for an investor willing to share their expertise. Hindi yan unique sa XM, pero let's use it for now to see ano nga ba yung mga dapat nating i-analyze when looking for someone to copy. First is risk score. I recommend checking the risk score immediately and whether it aligns with your own risk appetite. 10 means maximum risk, 1 means nasa safer side. Reminder lang na safe doesn't mean no risk at all, kasi at the end of the day, walang guarantee kasi investment yan. My risk tolerance is higher than average. So personally, tinitingnan ko po yung mga traders or copy investors na nasa 5 to 8 yung risk score. Now, let's take a look at performance. A risk score doesn't tell the entire story because someone with a risk score of 10 could have very big gains or very big losses or both. Performance gives you another sneak peek into their decision-making process. I like this feature in XM dahil intuitive yung graphs and values. Mababasa mo ng madali. Sometimes too much information leads to analysis paralysis, pero ito nasa XM simple lang. This chart on the right gives you the win ratio or win rate. Out of total trades, ilang percentage siya nanalo at ilang percentage naman ang talo. As a rule of thumb, ang target na win ratio should be at least 51% because that means panalo ka in the long term. Parang sa Dota lang, kung at least 51% ang win rate mo, then slowly tataas ang MMR. Kung hindi mo naintindihan yung Dota reference, okay lang yan kasi let me give you a concrete example. I traded 3 times. 1 time nanalo ako, 2 times natalo naman ako. That means my win ratio is 33%. That's a fact. What's also a fact is that it's massively below 51%. Ang tanong ngayon, ibig sabihin ba niyan I'm a bad trader? Some people will say yes. Some people will say it depends kung magkano yung panalo at magkano yung natalo. If you combine those two figures and it results in a net positive return, then of course you can say I'm a good trader. As I said po, rule of thumb lang yung 51% win rate. At dito naman papasok yung trade history. In XM, the historical trades are under the portfolio section. You can see the asset type, the symbol, and whether the trade was profitable or not. Hindi ko na i-explain each column kasi ayoko maging XM review ang video na ito, but if you guys are still interested in a complete review, comment XM below and I'll create a dedicated video to walk you through the web platform, mobile app, at other things na magiging helpful sa inyo. Reminder lang po na small channel lang ako dito sa YouTube. So thank you na agad for supporting me by commenting XM below. The biggest advantage of copy trading is also the main reason I'm interested in adding it to my long-term portfolio strategy. Because I don't have the skills and emotional discipline to trade in a high-stakes environment like crypto and forex, hahayaan ko na lang yung mga expert to trade for me. Siyempre, just like anything in life, may disadvantage ito which is yun nga, giving up control. Once you decide to copy someone, your account would automatically execute until you explicitly decide to stop copying. Another disadvantage ay yung fee na babayaran mo when copy trading. This fee could be anywhere between 0 to 50%, depende kung anong sinet ni trader. Kung hindi malinaw sa'yo yon, let me make it simple. copy trading is expensive.
Huwag kayo iiyak.
Isipin nyo na lang na ito yung convenience fee dahil in-outsource mo yung decision-making process. Whether 10 or 25% or 50% is fair, ikaw na lang makakasagot dyan. Let's quickly list other pros and cons of copy trading. Advantages or pros? Learning from the pros. You will have access to trading histories that you can analyze and learn from. Kung interested ka mag-trade in the future, then this is a great opportunity to learn from the best. Kung trader ka naman ngayon at nahihirapan kang tanggalin ang emotions mo, then copy trading also helps you detach your emotional uncertainties from logical strategies. Just make sure you research the tool properly and use cut-loss features para hindi ka magulat one day if sobrang lugi na pala yung kinapi mo. Take advantage of more volatile assets. If the ups and downs of the stock market is not exciting enough for you, or you don't see much opportunities in capitalizing on the price action, then you will love copy trading because of the assets traded. Crypto and Forex are two of the most volatile asset classes, so maraming opportunities for buying and selling. Ngayon naman, let's talk about the cons or disadvantages. Ang direct advantage of this pro or advantage is of course limited lang ang learning potential when you are just on the sidelines. If your ultimate goal is to become a day trader someday, you can spend days, weeks, months learning and studying and doing backtesting. Pero as long as you don't do the actual trade, you won't get actual experience. Another risk here is since the assets you're trading are global, mas susceptible sila sa global systemic changes like wars, political disputes, geographical conflicts, etc. etc. This makes the asset super unpredictable. And for some people, that is a massive deal breaker. Know your risk appetite. If you have other investments, then this will be easy for you. If you trade or invest in stocks like me, then you might have a higher risk appetite. If you prefer bonds or mutual funds naman, then you're on the medium risk spectrum. Tapos if you like time deposits and high yield savings accounts, then you have a lower risk appetite. Gamitin mo ito to check how much ang risk score ng investor na ikakopy mo. Pero guys, syempre, guide lang yan. This is not a rule. It's completely possible na you are trying something new. That's why you are doing copy trading. So don't listen to me. In fact, don't listen to anybody on the internet. This is not financial advice. Nandito lang po ako to educate you, give you the facts, so you can make your own decisions. Second tip is set your limits and follow them. Make sure that your emotions are not in the picture before opening a trade. Alam mo na dapat kung ano ang take profit and cut loss levels mo. Don't decide these two levels after opening a position dahil you are sabotaging yourself because you are more likely to get emotional when deciding when to cut your losses
Emotional damage!
or mas maging greedy ka pa pag nakita mong green pa rin ang kandila. Third tip, diversify if possible and if it makes sense. Copy trading in XM is flexible dahil maraming available assets. Diversification just ensures you split your capital across different markets that are uncorrelated. If this gives you more peace of mind, then you should consider copying multiple investors with different risk scores too. Invest only what you can afford to lose. One of the ways you can shield yourself from disappointment is by depositing only what you can afford to lose. This amount will be your starting tuition fee, and just like in school, you will have to put in some time to study and practice before applying the knowledge you gain to the real thing, to the real account. Fortunately, yung broker ko po, XM, ay may demo account with $10,000 na pwede kong gamitin immediately after signing up. Kayo rin pwede nyo gamitin yan. Wala kayong kailangan i-deposit at ang kagandahan nito is habang nag-aaral ka pa, pwede mo na agad i-apply yung mga strategies na inaaral mo until you find your trading edge. Hindi maapektuhan yung actual account mo. Actually, medyo nakakahiya po ipakita, pero negative 30% na agad yung demo account ko. Pero okay lang, ipapakita ko yan kasi we are all about transparency here. Hello, quick interruption sa video kasi napansin ko hindi na accurate yung 30% loss. 1 week later, naging 60% loss na yung nasa demo account ko. I'll show you the account right now. So you can see na $3,900 na lang yung demo account. Again, demo account lang to. Hindi to actual money. Binigay to sa akin ng XM for virtual trading. Pero i-highlight ko lang na hindi madali mag-aral ng day trading. It's so much different than investing, than my strategy na swing trading. Yun lang, I want to be transparent and show you my losses. Maybe day trading is not for me. Kaya, we'll see. Baka kailangan copy trading talaga yung gamitin natin. Back to the video. Natatalo ako, yes, totoo yan. But because I'm applying what I'm learning, mabilis ang feedback loop. I tried applying my swing trading strategy in stocks dito sa Forex and Gold, pero it quickly broke down. Hindi siya effective. Thankful lang ako kasi hindi nababawasan yung actual deposited amount ko while I'm still learning the technicals and how to use the MT5 platform. Speaking of platform, fifth tip is find a reliable platform. I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys and tell you that I've only started using XM. I'm on the early stages of learning both about copy trading and the platform itself. So if you want to join my journey, you can use my sign up link in the description box below. Reminder lang na I'm just a small creator and this is one of the ways you can help support me. Libre lang ang account na yan, libre lang magbukas ng account, and you don't even need to deposit anything. So walang risk. Just make sure to use my partner code pag nag-sign up kayo para alam nilang I sent you. Aba, malay po natin. If this copy trading thing becomes profitable for me, then may dagdag ko rin siya dun sa existing 10 sources of income ko. If you're interested in learning more about that, click here.